pinball puzzle here. This is my current completion that I've gotten done here. This is the back side of the back box, and this will be the front side of the back box. Let me turn some light on. There you go. See a little bit better. You can see. Let me see if you can see up in there. You can kind of see the LED strip that's up in there, so you can see where it's going to be lit. It's kind of come down a little bit, so I have to make sure it's stuck in there. But it is very intricate and a lot of small parts. You can see that it's a little off there. I have to straighten that up some. There we go. Still working on it now. I am through to, I am at this step right here right now. So that lets you know kind of where you're at on page 10. And this step here. Still got a lot to do, but just want to give a little update on showing the progress and working back on it tonight. So work on it some more here and we'll see where we're at in just a bit. All right, got a little more work done. You can see, got the rest of the top up here completed. Like I said, this is the back of the machine. Of course, got these plates in, got this side done. Got all the little drummer boys there all put into that section that's there. And flip it back around. And I will say, if you get one of these and something isn't quite fitting right, stop for a minute and go back and look what you were doing. I had this piece, well, several pieces, not just one, but this piece was sitting a little bit high from what it needed to be, so it was throwing everything on this side off when it come into putting into these sides and these pieces that filled all this in that's here. So if you run into something, back up and look at what you've done, because I'm sure there's something along the way. It's the way this thing is manufactured. It is precise. So it more than likely is something that you've caused. At least it was on my case. Of course, it wouldn't be me messing with pinball if it wasn't something that wasn't exactly right. But just kind of look at it there. And of course, this is the back box lights where that thread down through here. I mean, everything that I thought of. There's even holes going through here and everything for this to feed through to go down to the into the cabinet that's going to be here to feed the lights. But it's it is pretty intense. Like I said, every one of these little things is a separate little piece. So I mean, even this piece right here, this is two separate pieces to go under there to pin that section in. So you kind of see it from that angle there. There's two separate pieces. So it might not look like I did a lot, but I did a lot. And of course, I had to back up and punt for a minute and figure out what I did wrong. And I figured out what it was, so I was able to get that fixed and get it squared away. But got all that going there. So there's the front and the back one more time. Like I said, this is where the power goes into it, as you can see, obviously. But this thing is pretty freaking cool. But man, oh man, is it detailed and takes some time. But it's going to look awesome once it's done. But that's where we're at now. So now that got me all the way over to that part's done, and that part's done, and I just got to add in these A7s and A11s. So I'm right here now to this section here. So still got a lot more to do. This is just a back box. So man, oh man, it's a heck of a project. But if you like putting stuff together, like doing a little woodworking, it's actually pretty fun and pretty neat. And of course, there goes Coley having to make his obligatory appearance. And I did take a little Gorilla Glue, wood glue, and go to the back of those because this is a pinball machine, right? So I want to make sure that everything isn't going to just fall off when you start playing it. So I did put a little glue on the back of that to secure it, because the way it's actually secured on those is right, yeah, get my finger out of the way, right there in between those three stars, and right there above his head. Those are little wooden pins that are this big. Each one of those is a pin. So that kind of shows you the size of stuff. Some of these pieces you have to work with. And like I said, it is 428 pieces. But it's pretty neat, pretty neat. Just wanted to share that with you guys and show you where we're at. See you on the next one. Keep on flipping.